26 straight red zone attempts, make it 27. Cody Schrader for the touchdown. And Cook on the design quarterback run. First down, touchdown. And that snake grab. It's just 3rd and 4, and it's Schrader again. Touchdown, Tigers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Earning Our Stripes. I'm Brock Gorton, riding solo this week, as Mr. Benjamin Duncan has had a very busy week at work. I just got back from Joplin when we would normally record, and we were at the Kansas City Mavericks Wichita Thunder game this past Tuesday. So I'm riding solo for this one, as thankfully it's a bye week this week. You don't got much for the Tigers. We're just here to recap the South Carolina game, homecoming, as your Tigers picked up the 34-12 victory over the South Carolina Gamecocks, dropping them to 2-5 on the year, making South Carolina have to win out the rest of the season, and also pretty much guarantees your Missouri Tigers are going to have a bowl game this year. We'll go over the quick little stats for you. Brady Cook, 15 of 25, 205 through the air, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Cody Schrader, your SEC Offensive Player of the Week, 26 carries, 159 yards, 2 touchdowns. Brady Cook added another 64 yards on 9 carries and a rushing touchdown. Your lone receiving touchdown of the day was from Luther Burden, finally getting back to where he was with 97 receiving yards on 5 receptions and that touchdown. Luke Bowers, the only one that fumbled. It's the punter. I wouldn't expect him to do too much. Defensively, your leaders for your Tigers. Carnell led the team in solo tackles, but Jalon Carles was right behind with 7 total, tied with Carnell. The Tigers feasted with sacks. Chuck Hicks, Tyron Hopper, Darius Robinson, Johnny Walker, Joe Moore, along with Jay Jernigan. Let me try that one more time. Jay Jernigan and Tristan Newsom also had sacks on the day. And finally, Harrison Mevis, 2 of 2 for field goals and 4 for 4 on extra points. Your Tigers once again win 34-12. They improve to 7-1 in the year and move up in the rankings in the college football world, as they now sit at number 16, just outside of first in the top 15. Just ahead of them, however, is LSU, which makes obvious sense as they just lost to LSU not that long ago. So, yeah. Not too surprising, honestly. Good news, though, for you Tiger fans. We do finally have a time assigned for Mizzou versus Georgia on November 4th. 2:30 on CBS, November 4th. That's right, we got the 2:30 spot. However, special presentation on CBS. LSU Alabama has the 6:45 kick time. The way that the tweet that it was announced was phrased, I'm going to read it verbatim, how it was phrased, and then I'm going to tell you how weird it is to me to hear this. From Ross Dellinger. CBS announces its SEC doubleheader for November 4th. 2 battles for the SEC and SEC West division leads. It's that... I cannot put into words how messed up that sounds for me. Because at the end of the day, I did have the Tigers going 10-2. I will admit that. However, I also expected Tennessee to be better than they are this year. I expected South Carolina to be better than they were this year. Florida's about on par for where I thought they would be. I expected Bama and LSU to be better than they are this year. Almost sitting about right where I thought they were. Arkansas is playing down to what I thought they would be. Vanderbilt's right where I thought they would be. Kentucky's about where I thought they would be as well. I did not think that Mizzou's schedule, when you're looking at it, that the most impressive, just non-conference victory at this point, it's still K-State, who was 15. We still won a 61-yard walk-off field goal. I mean, you can't take that away at any point. Me and Ben we're on the field. I have the receipts for that. It's more, the most impressive win in the SEC that Mizzou has is Kentucky? Maybe? Because even then, Kentucky's still kind of falling off. Kentucky, as it sits, yes, is 5-2. But is that also the most impressive win overall that Mizzou has had this year? You could still make the argument about K-State. K-State is still sitting there at 5-2 as well. And they've got a big game against Texas on November 4th. So they also have a big day, November 4th as well. And it is likely that they could be ranked after this week. As it currently sits, though, beyond LSU, Mizzou has not played a team that is still currently ranked. Now, several people are using that as reason to say that and delegitimize Mizzou because they are not a quality team because of this. I think it's quite the opposite. I think, honestly, if you look at who they beat, we'll go through it. South Dakota, that's South Dakota's only loss on the year. Yes, the only loss that an FCC or an FCS team has is South Dakota to Mizzou. By the way, they have a top 10 matchup against South Dakota State this weekend. Just by the way, and the winner of that game wins the Missouri Valley Conference. Least impressive still probably is Middle Tennessee State. As it currently sits, Middle Tennessee State has only picked up 2 more wins since then, which is Murray State and a win over Louisiana Tech. They lost, as of this recording, just a week ago to Liberty in a close game. Then you get to K-State. K-State, I've already previously mentioned, they are 5-2 right now. And look like they probably have their conference championship game if they can beat Texas. Memphis, their only other loss besides Mizzou is ranked Tulane. They're 5-2 right now. Then we get to conference play. It's Vanderbilt. We all know about Vanderbilt. They've still only got the few wins there. They only got the 2. Not really that impressive for them, but they played Georgia close last game that they went out there. So there could be something for them. LSU, of course, we know about them. We know how it is. They're just right ahead of us at 15. We're 16 now. Kentucky 5-2. South Carolina with this loss now drops to 2-5. Show of hands if you had South Carolina being 2-5 with Spencer Rattler at quarterback after they did the miracle pulling off 2 straight upsets over Tennessee and Clemson last year. Anybody? No? That's what I thought. By the way, those little piggies down south, yeah, they're 2-6 right now. One more loss and they can't go to a bowl game. Their next game that they play, by the way, is November 4th against Florida in the Swamp. How you doing? Keep it moving. Florida's probably going to be ranked after that game. I'm just calling it as I sees it. And that's fine because Florida's going to lose this week, more than likely to Georgia. Which is pretty much where it leaves us. Bye week this week. There are some incredible games being played this week. I urge you to go out and seek some of these out. Florida State's heading to Winston-Salem to take on Wake Forest. Watch that game. It's an 11 o'clock kick on ABC. Florida, Georgia, 2:30, CBS. World's largest cocktail party. Watch it. If nothing else, it's going to give you a preview of what Mizzou can expect November 4th. Same time, BYU and Texas play against each other. Beyond K-State, this is going to be the next closest game Texas is going to have that they might lose. Of course, over on Fox, same time spot, you got Oregon, Utah. No matter what the result of this game, Mizzou's going to be in the top 15 because of the result of this game. Because either number 8, Oregon loses and they get their second loss and that'll drop them out of the top 15. Or Utah loses and that'll drop them out of the top 15 with their second loss. Duke, Louisville on ESPN, same time slot. Watch that. Duke's defense is incredible. Louisville's offense is incredible. They had that one hiccup against Pitt, and that's it. Tennessee, Kentucky. Get a preview of what we're going to see with Tennessee when they come to Como. North Carolina, Georgia Tech. Listen, I know North Carolina has that one loss. Still watch their games. Because they are the biggest threat to Florida State in the SEC. I wholeheartedly believe that. I don't think it's Clemson. I don't think it's Louisville. I don't think it's Duke, because we've seen the Duke, Florida State. That just happened last week. We know how that ends. Louisville doesn't play in either North Carolina or Florida State the remainder of the year. Florida State does not play North Carolina and vice versa. Keep an eye on these games because you might be thinking, they're ACC games. Why would I care? At the end of the day, watch them to see what the blue blood, good programs are doing and compare them to how your Tigers have been playing this year. Penn State plays 2-5 Indiana. By the way, it's homecoming for Penn State. A 6-1 team playing at home for homecoming against a 2-win conference opponent whose main color is maroon. Feel like I just saw this movie. Don't know where, though. If you want to, you can watch Oklahoma, Kansas. It's in Lawrence. I don't think it's going to be a close one at all. The odds makers somehow think this is going to be a close one. They get it at a 10 spread for Oklahoma in favor of them. It's not going to be that close. So you could watch it and just, enjoy watching KU get the crap kicked out of them. I would do that. But I guess my main message here is enjoy the bye week. Take some time. Rest. See your loved ones. Hopefully, this is the weekend that one of your friends has scheduled their wedding on a Saturday. So you can go to it and enjoy it. I mean, it's not like we haven't known that this is going to be a bye week for, several months, almost a year at this point. It's not like we haven't known this. A smart true son or daughter would have done that, or, not had a fall wedding. There's an idea. I digress. Let's pop over to some more Mizzou athletic news. How about a world champion wrestler from the University of Missouri? Anybody like that? How about Keegan O'Toole winning the 23 and under world championships in wrestling? How about offensive player of the week? I already alluded to it. Cody Schrader. How about SEC O-line player of the week? Javon Foster. How about Haley Frank Yeah, basketball being named first team All-SEC. How about Jordan Lilith being named SEC Offensive Player of the Week in volleyball? And of course, as previously mentioned, Keegan O'Toole, 23 and under, world champion wrestler. So, I'd say that's a pretty good sign for Mizzou Athletics right now. Another good sign, we got a sneak peek of the new black seating in Mizzou Arena. I don't hate it. It's about all I can say. It's better than the mustard yellow that was there. The black looks a little sleeker. I kind of like it. We haven't gotten a look at the scoreboard yet, really. Any look that I like. I do not like that the tiger stripes are gone. I hate that. Hate that with a burning passion because it makes no sense to me. But then again, that's why I'm not an athletic director, nor am I interior designer or anything like that. That's why I'm sitting here in my apartment, shirtless currently, talking to you all at home, my podcast. I would have a Know Your Enemy for this week, but like I said, it's a bye week this week. I don't have the mailbag up in front of me because Mr. Benjamin is not here. Thanks, bud. Really helping me out here. I will pop over and see what we get. Whoa, hi, yes. There we go. We got two here. We got Noah. His most cherished Mizzou memory, because I asked you, most cherished Mizzou memories. Give it to us. Most cherished Mizzou memory? Taking the field for a pregame the first time. That's a pretty good one. I gotta say, that is a pretty dang good one. He also told me to preach, thanks to my little speech that I gave last week about keeping the faith in November 4th. Now, I could do the same right here. I am alone. No one around to tell me otherwise. But I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to tell you all to enjoy the bye week. Enjoy it. Cherish it. Lord knows I will be. For obvious reasons. This is the first Saturday in, we got 8 now. Mizzou's played 8 games the first Saturday in 8 weeks that I don't got to stress. I'm not nervous. At the same time, I'm not excited. So just enjoy. Enjoy the bye week. Enjoy it. Watch all the great games that we got this week. I already listed several of them off. If you can find that South Dakota State, South Dakota game, watch that game. The dome there at South Dakota University is going to be rocking. The cheapest tickets, like $171 the last time I saw. Seek out the great games this week. Because for the first time, Mizzou's not competing against your ability to watch these games. Mizzou's not competing against your ability to scout out the other teams that are playing. I'm not saying pull a Michigan and go to the games and record it from the sideline. Don't do that, please. We'll get more into that. Big time talkers in coming weeks. We've made a few alluded to jokes about it, but it is what it is. The next time that I will see you all, Ben will be getting ready to head up to Minnesota for the Illinois-Minnesota game. I will be preparing myself mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually for November 4th. I will have the Know Your Enemy. And like I said, get ready. There's a lot of common opponents that we got for this game for November 4th in the Know Your Enemy. over on the B Card main channel. There's been several videos that have gone up since this comes out. Big Time Talkers, episode number 118, is up. It's a shorter one, 2 hours, 16 minutes. Later on this week, you'll be able to see Ben's smiling face as me and him, along with my mother, took in a Kansas City Mavericks game as the Kansas City Mavericks took on the Wichita Thunder at Cable Dahmer Arena in Independence, Missouri. Supporting Missouri hockey, which is something that we all should do. Just a reminder, February 29th, rivalry at the rink. It's a Thursday. If you can make it out to that, go. Go to Independence. Go to Cable Dahmer. There's no meth around there. You don't got to worry about that. But go. Wear your black and gold. Outnumber the dodo birds in the stands. Outnumber them. Don't just outnumber them. Surround them. Make them feel so uncomfortable that, I don't know, they don't show up. It's not like KU has much of a fan base unless it's basketball anyway. And then again, they might not have one anymore. What was I saying? Anyway, a lot of great content over the B Card YouTube channel. Go check that out. Make sure to check out the website at bcardentertainment.com, where all the Know Your Enemies are up there, as well as content from where you're listening to us right now at EliteTigerSports, as well as Earning Our Stripes. All the podcasts can be found there. You can also follow all the B-Card Entertainment videos from the YouTube there as well. Watch all the videos there, streamlined. It's quite nice. Hey, we also have archived articles there too if you want to check any of those out. Some of them are pretty interesting. I can be found on Twitter at BrockGorton99. The B and the G are capitalized on that. Ben can be found on Twitter at EliteTigerSport1. The E, the T, and the S are capitalized on that. You can follow B Card Entertainment on Twitter at B_CardENT. The B, the C, and the E are capitalized on that. Till then, have a wonderful rest of your week. And as slowly and surely as this bye week passes by, we're earning our stripes. MIZ.